everyone, this is EZmode's Ragey Poo, and I'm going to be bringing you another Marine Arena Masters! In the bottom left-hand corner, we have LOL's Ice, who, got a ghost real quick, and LOL's ImNotGrayson. Top left-hand corner, we have IsIrI's TheTruth, and SuprSP Spidervenom, and in the top right-hand side, we have IsIrI's Hotsauce, and SeexySauce. Ooh, and we have in the bottom right-hand side, EZmode's AeReN, and LOL's AdolphCaesar. Here we go. Game is underway. Already Zeld's coming out for Grayson. And Sharpshooters with that ghost coming out from Ice. Sharpshooters. Who would have guessed, guys? Sharpshooters coming out for TheTruth. And Marauders coming out for Spidervenom. Do we see a Tassadar? What? Tassadar coming out from TheTruth. We got the Tassadar on the field. Top right-hand side deciding to go, wouldn't you guess it, Sharpshooters again with, Stalkers coming out. That's going to be good. Reapers coming out very early for AeReN. Ooh, could lose it right here if not careful. Actually got dealt a lot of damage there. And so we do have the Sharpshooters, and wouldn't you guess it, it's got to be Sharpshooters for AdolphCaesar. And another Reaper coming out of the field, so we have actually 3 so far. So 3 Reapers coming out for AeReN. And already some damage done by Ice. Really? Ice is just so crazy, getting so much money. And he could lose his Duskwing, though. Oh no, the Ghost needs to turn around and deal some damage. What? Why didn't it just sit there and attack the Duskwing? I don't know. I guess he was just afraid he would lose it, but he lost it anyways. Could have picked up that Duskwing, as it does so much damage, like literally 2 hits. It probably would have died. I mean, I guess it does have 2 armor, maybe 3. So it looks like AdolphCaesar losing his ghost very, very early. TheTruth, though, dealing a little bit of damage to Hotsauce, and look at this, even a force field. Ooh, but that Tassadar, a little bit of miss micro, went down the ramp, and Spidervenom putting down another force field with sentries. He does have double sentries, and Hotsauce could be in a lot of trouble. Or could he? It seems like Spidervenom is getting wrecked right now because Hotsauce does have high ground vision, and the snipers do tons of damage. They're so powerful in the early game. Nothing against Marauders. I don't like them personally. Marauders, though, oh my gosh, Marauders are very, very strong. And a Ghost comes out for AdolphCaesar again. And you know what? I think I might have yelled a little bit too much, guys. Gonna take a swig of water. Just 1 second. Yep. Oh, there we go. That was exactly what I needed. So many force fields, though, are coming around, actually trapping Ice's units. But is it really trapping when this Duskwing is raking in the kills? At 20 so far, this Ghost at 23. Ooh, almost losing that Duskwing. Meanwhile, there is back and forth going on from SeexySauce with AeReN. Flashbangs going down on the units, so AeReN can capitalize. But isn't really doing the damage he needs to. He's only at 700. Climbing, though, very quickly. He needs to get a little bit of a better surround. AdolphCaesar trying to back up his units. And there we go. This Ghost is going to town on the Stalkers. And Ice coming in a little bit of sneakiness. Picking off some of the units. And Hotsauce. What? A battle cruiser comes out on the field. Let's just take a little moment to look at the glory of the BC. Kind of jumpy whenever I do that, isn't it? Let's get back to the action. TheTruth fighting toe-to-toe with Grayson, and I can't believe this Duskwing. 2 attack already for the Duskwing. So powerful. Duskwing is crazy early. If you guys haven't tried it yet, Duskwing is very, very strong in the early games. And usually it's countered completely, but it seems like these Ghosts having a little bit of trouble targeting it with Ice's insane micro, because look at this, he's at 1,111. Look at that. Triple ones coming out for the Iceman. That's going to be his new nickname, the Iceman, because he lays them out cold as ice. In fact, if you didn't know, there was actually a famous person named the Iceman, if you want to give him a little Google. Very scary. Interesting read, though, for sure. Check it on out. Ice almost getting trapped. Oh no, the Iceman could be in trouble. But he doesn't even care. He just wants to rake in the kills with the Duskwing. 61, 62 kills, and it just keeps on climbing. 63. Could get 64 here in a second. And look at his points. 1328. Overseer coming in. Oh, wow. They see the importance of taking out Hotsauce and probably this Duskwing, too. So they need to be careful. We could see a contamination go down on these units. I can't believe how aggressive Ice is being. And it's unfortunate that these Marauders do not have stim yet or concussion shells, because you could probably wreck Ice's unit right now. And oh, those sentries need to be in trouble. They could get targeted. There is a ghost here for Ice. And does he take it out? No, though. Actually, the sentries are being sneaky. And Spidervenom say, you know what? I'm about to rage quit. And I don't know why. Stay in the game, buddy. So many Zealots, though, coming up for Grayson. That is a huge mass. And they're only that much faster on this creep. This could spell trouble. But AdolphCaesar and AeReN actually have a fairly good concave. But is it enough? No, he's actually losing so many units left and right. Grayson picking it up there. But he did lose a lot of supply. Who knows if that was the correct choice? I mean, he did lose a lot of Zealots. But at the same time, he needed to do something because that was just a huge mass ball. Maybe should have went for someone else, possibly Spidervenom, as Zealots do fairly well against Marauders, especially without that slow. Maybe not so against Snipers. That might have been the wrong choice, as Snipers just pretty much wreck Zealots. No, not very good at all. No, sir. So I would not recommend doing that. And look at the scoreboards right now. Ice is just going so crazy with double Duskwings now coming out. 3 attack upgrades. And look at his money, 381. We'll see if he decides to go with a different tech here pretty soon. He could be saving up maybe for snipers. I mean, who knows? Or, you know what, I bet you anything he's going air. What am I even saying? Feedback going down on one of the Duskwings. That's going to remove its energy so that way the Storm is able to hit. He can see where it's at now. Those Duskwings are so low. Scan goes down, and he could have overstepped it just a bit. No, actually, able to escape. This is unreal. I mean, Marauders, can we please have a stim or something? There we go. One of the Duskwings go down, and Spidervenom is going to rake in the money now from that kill, 11,042. And look at that, killing off the other Duskwing now at 1267, actually tying Hotsauce. I don't think I've ever seen that before where the scores are equally tied. And I'm guessing Hotsauce must have picked off 2 Duskwings of his own or something in order to get that to be equal. I'm just kidding, guys. There wasn't 2 out in the field. As you know, you're watching the same thing I am, but really a Viking? Interesting. Viking is great for the ground game, but I really think against BC it's not going to be very effective. So he will have to, I guess, lower it for now. There he goes. It is landed. And it does do a lot of damage. 36 damage per hit is actually pretty big considering how fast it attacks. I mean, it gets off 4 attacks every second. So, not a bad choice as far as bolstering that ground army. Especially with these sentries. Able to keep the Zealots out, and he should be able to really capitalize on this. I think lifting off was a little premature. Probably could have put down another force field as he does have energy for it. But I'm not playing, I'm only observing, and it's very easy to be able to nitpick at players. I do apologize, Relic, I've done it to you so many times. My bad, buddy. And there we go, the contamination went down. That Overseer just paid for itself as it just picked off Hotsauce's battle cruiser. And AeReN jumping up to 1856. That was a big pickup from AeReN. And I love it. Go EZmode, happen to represent. Sorry, guys. I do love me some tryhard IsIrI and SNP, or I'm sorry, SuprSP. Wow, I guess I had red SMP in my head. And you know what? I do have to give shouts to LOL. Is it a new clan that's kind of coming out? It seems like Grayson is abandoning the tryhard label and coming out with a LOL clan. It's supposed to be just strictly for trolling and having fun. But they could be implementing that as something like a new clan, something that sticks, something permanent. I wouldn't say that for sure, guys, because, you know, obviously since it's supposed to be a troll name, troll clan, nothing to take seriously, but you never know. Maybe that could be the big troll in itself, is that you guys don't take it seriously, that it is a serious clan. Touché, sir. You got me. You got me. So stay tuned. I mean, could be a permanent clan. If you guys want it to be a permanent clan, let me know, because tryhard is kind of a signature name. It's been around for a very long time. And look at this. There's 3 of them. They hardly even do any damage to the Overseer. But whoa, AeReN able to pick off Spidervenom's Reaper, and that is awesome. Did you stream my scrim win? Yes, sir. Having trouble uploading, though. Stay tuned. Streaming now. And I just let them know so that they don't spam me too much. And, whoa, actually, the Viking's not doing too much damage. I mean, I guess that fast attack isn't too terribly bad, but it's really not designed to be able to kill anything significant other than perhaps point defense drones. I mean, the Viking is a pure counter for anything that is Raven related, but it seems to be holding its own, I guess, to the other air units. That's really surprising indeed. I don't even know what to say to that, guys. As Viking, I don't think is too great of a unit, but we've seen it used very well. Like with these sentries, just able to keep it back, keeping the Viking in play. When it is grounded, it is a great unit. And I will say that for sure, 100%. And AeReN deciding to come out with Stalkers of his own. And that's an interesting switch from the Sharpshooters, I guess, possibly to counter SeexySauce, as he does have 0 upgrades for his Stalkers right now, and that's because he saved up to get Lancers. Let's look at the production real quick and see what's coming out. There we go. We have the Truth coming out with Immortals. This is fairly quick. Oh, actually, it's not that quick at all. 11 minutes. I guess I just didn't see the 10-minute announced. There we go, Ice. Oh my gosh, is he seriously getting out Changelings this early? That is so funny. Overseer coming out for Ice. And, whoa, Immortals coming out for AdolphCaesar as well. Why would AdolphCaesar decide to go with the Immortals? That's really interesting. I mean, Immortals are powerful, but you usually don't see Immortals unless they're coming out with a unit that needs like heavy defenses, as Immortals are very strong units. I mean, look at this, 43 attack and 320 hit points right there, coming out with 2 armor. And Immortals are just such long range that they're awesome to use, especially with the upgrade. They start off at 5.7, but they do upgrade very, very far. And having that much attack at such a range, it's very nice to have. Grayson coming out with the Trollin. He does have Roach. Did he upgrade to Beetle? There it is, the Beetle coming out. And Roaches themselves are nothing special. In fact, why even burrow them? But the Beetles are very good. And oh no, I don't think AeReN even sees this. He could get totally rolled right here. Here we go. Grayson deciding to unburrow, and AeReN is in so much trouble. Or is he? Could actually be doing a lot of damage to these units. And I think he did. He was able to survive. I think that's because they were just Roaches. There was a very few that are Beetle, and Beetles are the only units that actually have melee attack, whereas Roaches do not. And there we go. Now that all the Roaches are killed, now finally the Beetles are left. And since the Roaches are not blocking, the Beetles did a ton of damage. And ooh, Lancers taken out. That's going to set him back a little bit. Grayson able to bring up his income a little bit farther. But Ice, my gosh, how is Ice doing it? He's at least 1,000 ahead of everyone else. Storm going down on Hotsauce from the Truth. How does he do that? Ice is just a mystery. I don't even understand. Does he have the Duskwings, though? No, he did lose them earlier, so that's right. So he decided to go double BCs. And we could even see that upgrade for BCs that let them have a lot more hit points, a little bit more attack. I believe it gives them even a little bit more armor, too. It just basically buffs everything about them. Destroyer's coming out for Hotsauce and for Spidervenom. Spidervenom! I love saying his name. That's such a great name. And the Tastar, let's see, it is currently level 1. Still a ghost, though. Wow, for Ice. He still has that ghost this entire game. That's kind of unusual to see. And Hotsauce coming out with a lot of Marines, despite having the Lancer. And that's really interesting. We'll see if maybe he decides to go with a Marine play or something like that, or maybe he just had a big buildup of Marine supply. Usually you will see that stop once you get that extra Merc upgrade, as you need more supply for these powerful mercenaries, but deciding not to. And there's no upgrades for the Lancers in general. What is he saving up for? This is very curious indeed. He could just be buying those 3 upgrades. Yes, he did. He bought all 3 upgrades for the Lancers, so I think he is going to go pure Lancer, actually. And Grayson deciding to tackle Hotsauce, getting sandwiched by AdolphCaesar, and getting on the high ground is AeReN. Ice coming in from the left side. Could decide to use a Motto Cannon. No, actually, he doesn't even have enough energy for it. What am I saying? And uh-oh, the contamination goes down on a big Blinken, and that battle cruiser is going down. AeReN able to pick it up, and he is going to be very close to Ice's points soon if he continues to do this. That was a great play by AeReN. AeReN has pretty much sniped, like, what, 3 things so far? Oh my gosh, and if you don't know who AeReN is, you certainly will now, as he just displayed some really, really good micro. I love it. Love it, love it. Go easy mode. Trying not to be biased, though, I usually don't promote anything if EZmode decides to play, but I love seeing that there's at least one member willing to go toe-to-toe with the greats. And these guys really are great. If you haven't seen them play before, you haven't been tuning into Marine Arena Masters, and shame on you. Shame, shame. Look at you. Dirty. Bad. I don't even know what to say to you. You're disappointed. I'm just kidding, guys. I love you very much. Thank you all for tuning in. And Grayson deciding to pop out, doing some damage to the Immortals. He does burrow back down, and the surround coming down on the Truth. Actually able to get away with this Tassadar. So, great to control, at least getting the Tassadar away. But losing a lot of army. And that's just money coming in for Grayson. And you know what else is money? Ice. How? He lost a... I mean, if I lost a BC, I wouldn't even know what to do. Because that's a 500 mineral investment, and he loses it. He just buys another like a boss. 5,192. 4 attack upgrades so far. That's insane. That is just insane. I don't understand at all. And Spidervenom coming around with these Vikings. He wants to pick up the battlecruiser. There's no way he's going to be able to. And it looks like the kind of action has lulled a little bit here on the field. Let's just look at the supplies tab real quick. We do have 444 coming from Spidervenom. The Truth is even low, a little bit, 156. And SeexySauce with a 400 supply, but that's going to go down pretty soon. As Grayson is going to be able to get the surround. Will he be able to blink out? Ooh, that's a perfect surround. And he picked off a bunch of units there. And it looks like SeexySauce with a great reaction throws down the scan. And Hotsauce coming in to try to pick it off and save his partner. And he lost about 100 supply right off the bat. So a good pickoff from Grayson. SeexySauce is struggling at 2,905. Currently in second to last place. As it looks like the Truth is struggling, really. And another contamination going down on the BC. Was healed, though, by that Overseer. I love it. I love seeing double Overseers. And another big blink in, another contamination. But no, this one is not going to connect this time. It looks like those BCs are going to be just fine. Wait, no, he actually just moved right back into AeReN's field. And whoa, Hotsauce actually picking it off. A big dive coming in from Hotsauce. There's so much going on. Spidervenom coming out from the left-hand side. It looks like Ice frantically trying to get the surround on Hotsauce. And the Truth able to maintain the middle. Actually goes for these Goliaths. And wow, doing so much damage. And that was just insane. I can't believe Hotsauce actually got the kill. That's going to set AeReN back quite a bit, as that would have put him, up at least to 4,000, I don't know, 4,300 and some at least. And he's now stuck at 4,094. As he would have got 250 minerals for that BC kill. Really unfortunate, but that's going to help out Hotsauce, bringing him up to 3 attack. He does have the overcharge. And how is he affording all these BCs? 6,548. This is just insane. Grayson and Ice pretty much taking total control. Not too far behind, though, is AeReN, as he's keeping up with Grayson, but AdolphCaesar kind of stuck really close to AeReN's points, though. 3,925, only about 100 points off or so. And Hotsauce using a savior. Oh my gosh, he just picked off so many of those units. Did you see Spidervenom's supply just plummet to 92? You just got glass cannon, buddy. And Spidervenom saying GG. I don't even blame you. The Viking going down. Oh, he's going to be set back forevers from that. And is he attacking his command center already? Really? The Truth is going to be fuming. If he really does say GG, I bet you he's telling him, no, you need to stay. But the Truth Tassadar able to be picked off by Grayson. Oh my gosh. Top left is just in so much trouble. The micro coming out from these Immortals, but is it enough? I mean, he only took out a few of those beetles. And 3 attack, 1 armor. They're so fast. I think he has full upgrades. Yes, they do. They're fully upgraded. And when they're fully upgraded, they just travel underground so quickly. Very scary unit indeed. Because if you don't have an observer, you are in trouble. Just like bottom right doesn't have the observer, and they're not even going to know what's waiting for them if they get caught out of position. And do what? Streaming now, actually. Don't know what Darkshade was asking me, but that's okay. And the Truth saying, hey, I was typing goodbye, and then the Beatles coming in. And, oh man, bottom left, raking in the kills. This could be a very quick game, guys. But AdolphCaesar actually getting a really good surround. He uses the defense matrix And could have been a little bit premature. Maybe he needed to use the defense matrix on the front, on the forefront right there, but decided to use it on all of them. And you know, I think that was fine. But I've said it before: you have to be able to micro your defense matrix. It's very important. 100 damage is no joke, guys. If you micro it correctly, you can keep these immortals around for a very long time. Even a big Blinken coming in from AeReN, but he's not going to be able to get into the beetles. Push him back, but wait, he could redeem himself right now. AeReN kills one of the BCs, and wow, his Overseer escaping as the beetles cannot attack AeReN, and there's very few Goliaths left. 5 attack though for those Goliaths. Oh my gosh, 7,791, and how is Ice able to do it? He's pretty much bought 3 BCs so far. He's probably going to even buy a 4th one, and that's 2,000 of his total supply at least going straight into the BCs. And no, I think he's just going to chill for now with the BC. Maybe he just doesn't have the money. Actually, he just now got 500. We'll see if he decides to get out another. That's really a big investment. I don't quite know if I agree with that, but I mean, it seems to be working fairly well for him, and I don't even think I've seen the speed booster used. I think he just pretty much devotes most of the energy into the model cannon. And AdolphCaesar using the defense matrix. That was a good defense matrix there. Hotsauce trying to get a few hits off. He's actually not doing too bad. 5,100 even. And look at this. The beetles picking off some of the lancers. Yamato cannon going down. And ooh, did a lot of damage to that Overseer. So much so that it just blew up in a puff of pink mist. Right there. Just splat. Actually, it's not very pink. It's kind of black, isn't it? Look at that. And look, the Immortals don't even care. Stomping all over the remains. That poor Overseer. Rest in peace, Overseer. Rest in peace. But you know what isn't going to rest in peace? These Immortals, as the beetles are coming underneath it. No! Big surround! And this could be trouble. Defense matrix going down, but it's not going to be enough. The beetles doing so much damage. The Lancers coming in, though, to help, and the Lancers do a lot of damage. Pushing those beetles back. Ooh, AdolphCaesar was in a lot of trouble there. Especially if Ice could have came in with those battlecruisers to do some damage. And I think it was about 50-50-ish. I think he lost more Immortals than anything. And Hotsauce, oh my gosh, picking off the Truth's Tassadar. 5,595. Top left is in so much trouble. Spidervenom actually killing off his CC. Ooh, and the CC is down. I mean, the Truth is pretty much just left alone. And he's like, you know what, guys? I'm going to just try to do this game. I don't even care. Just getting Tassadar, and I'm going to be trolling storms all day long. What level is this? I guess I won't really be able to see. Grayson popping up, getting the surround on AdolphCaesar's units. Hotsauce coming around, though, doing a little bit of damage. Yamato cannon going down on the Immortals. Picked off a few. Not too bad there. I feel like the splash damage might need to be just a little increased. Or have the units have a little bit of tracking, maybe. It just seems like sometimes the cannons, when they move a little bit off, sometimes it hits the ground. I've seen that happen with the Seeker missiles. Sometimes they'll just totally hit the ground and miss units. And Grayson's saying, ew, an observer. And he says, obs everywhere? You know what? Let me just look, because there's really only one observer. And that's for the Truth. Nobody else has an observer. So actually, Grayson, you pretty much just told people to get an observer when you really didn't need to. Yeah. Only one observer for the Truth. So that's going to help with top left, but that's not going to do anything for bottom right. And bottom right's supply is suffering. 210 and 186. Oh my gosh, that's less than 400 in total. Oof. That is not good for bottom right. And Ice picked off an observer. Whose observer did it pick off? I assume it was bottom right? Or was it? Oh no, it was top left. It was the Truth's observer. He scanned for it. He found it and destroyed it. And the Truth just saying, laugh out loud. Did he get the upgrades? I want to see if he did. Yes, he did. I think it even increases the attack speed. I don't know if it does. Well, actually, I don't see it. It looks like the animation goes a little bit quicker. I could be mistaken with that upgrade. Big Blinken by AeReN, but it's not going to be enough. Only reduces the battlecruiser to about half. Yamato! No, actually, cancel. I think he canceled it himself. And SeexySauce and Hotsauce, meanwhile, taking control of the middle, trying to troll a little bit of the Truth, while the Truth tries to troll him with so many storms. There goes one. Are we going to see another? Got to be careful, though, from that Blinken. We've seen the Truth lose his hero a few times. Got to be careful. Oh, my gosh. Could lose it here. I mean, I'm just expecting a big blink-in by SeexySauce anytime soon. And a lot of people messaging me. Streaming now. Twitch.tv Ragepoo. And thank you all for tuning in. I hope you really enjoyed this broadcast. A lot of excitement, a lot of energy today, because, oh my gosh, so exciting. If you haven't checked out the news, I will post it up. Let me just edit it and put it out for you guys. You'll see it soon. Check out the channel. It will be here on Twitch very early, but it will be released on YouTube. And wow, the storm was actually fairly good, but I didn't see it do a whole lot of damage. 105 damage over 2 seconds is really not going to touch the hybrid destroyers. I mean, it barely hurt any of their shields. But the Beetle's trying to get a good surround. Actually, they don't do that bad, but they didn't stay long enough to really kill anything. And max supply for Grayson, I think he could have just burrowed and went straight for these hybrids. I mean, really, there's only 444 supply. But the micro is just so good. Oh my gosh. The Beetle's not really able to chase. And that's not what they're designed for. They're kind of like a surprise attack unit. They do move fast, but you have to at least position them in somewhere correct, because if the player sees them, they're just going to be able to micro like that. And bottom right, trying to build up the supply. 222, 378. There's a long way to go to catch up to Grayson and Ice, but they're definitely trying to hang in their Ice at 8,653. It almost seems like his income kind of slowed down a little tiny bit. And maybe that's because he was feeding on Spidervenom a little bit. I'm surprised he left so early. Just didn't want to deal with it, I guess, today. And, you know, I don't blame him. Ice just being crazy today. I don't blame him. Not at all. Nope. If you wanted a GG, I would have too. Because, I mean, Ice was just so crazy. Pretty much fed on top left the whole game. Yamato! And, oh my gosh, it only hits 2 of them. Anticlimactic Yamato indeed. Beetle's trying to go to town on SeexySauce and Hotsauce. Did some damage to Hotsauce, but Sexy deciding to return the favor. And Grayson losing quite a bit there. Actually, Hotsauce not doing too bad in that engagement. 6,886. That's not really bad at all. And I hear some changelings. Where are those changelings being used? There we go. A changeling did go down. Picked off about 3 or 4 immortals. Actually picking off a few, 5, 6. Maybe that was about 6 or 7 immortals. I love seeing those changelings. That's so funny. And I did hear the Yamato charge, but maybe it was canceled or maybe it just went out of view. Here we go, Yamato! And boom! And see, look at that. The defense matrix actually doing really good. Preventing that damage. Coming down 650 damage in splash. It's huge. And surprising that the Immortals was able to pick it off with the defense matrix and with their total hit points. It only blocks 100 damage. So, I mean, I don't know how 650 didn't kill off at least one of them. That's really interesting. And you know what? I really wish that the busy worked, so that way I couldn't get whispers. I mean, yes, I do like whispers during the scrim, guys, but in all honesty, I would love it if it just remained clear throughout the whole game. Nothing against Spider or anybody who just recently messaged me, but on the whole, sometimes I do get a little bit overwhelmed with messages, and it distracts me, but not today. The focus is strong with this one. Too strong indeed. Because I'm just on fire. I'm so happy. Really pumped up. And I just want to do Marine Arena. I love it. Love, love, love it. And I think I heard the Yamato cannon, but I missed it. Who did that hit? Did it hit anyone? I don't even see any dead units. And ooh, that BC clutch heal. And actually Grayson dealing the damage with the Goliath on those Lancers. And Yamato, boom, actually does good damage to AdolphCaesar. Meanwhile, Grayson getting wrecked by these destroyers, 8 attack, and he's just chasing them like crazy, just disregarding the Goliaths. Went straight in, and he's doing fairly well, able to keep up with Grayson at least a little bit. SeexySauce is behind, though, and it looks like bottom right and top right having to fight and struggle to get anywhere close to Ice's amount of gold. But that could end quickly as these the hybrid destroyers get very, very strong. 8 attack ups. Look at that, 35 damage per hit. Even doing extra damage to those Goliaths. And oh my gosh, these Beetles, they're scanned. And they could be overextending themselves a little bit. If Hotsauce decides to come in, Could we see a savior? No, he actually decides not to save. There we go. Finally a savior going down, and Grayson just got rolled right there. The BC going down. Hotsauce picking off one. He could pick off two. And oh no, he's overextending himself, actually losing it to those Goliaths. Maybe he could have just even focused the Goliaths there. I feel like the destroyers would have done enough damage to those Goliaths. 600 of supply there, but he's got a few supply at home, and I mean some of the supply is in the battle cruiser, so I think he probably could have won that. And gonna have to take another little drink here, guys. I'm sorry. Whew. Gotta soothe. I'm yelling just way too much. Okay, that's much better. And the Beatles picking off the mercenary compound, and that's just bringing his money up like crazy. 8,692. He was about even with Hotsauce. Hotsauce actually had a little bit of a lead. Blinking though, and ooh, Sexy picking off the Overseer. Gosh, these things are so strong. Look at these destroyers just going crazy, but no, he could have overextended himself a little bit, and oh, he only needed one more attack. Look at this, he could still pick it off. Going deep, and he does pick up the battle cruiser. Losing a lot of supply, though, in that engagement. I mean, that was kind of risky. Was it a big payoff, though? He only got 250 minerals from that. Maybe, I don't know. I don't quite agree. But what I do agree with is SeexySauce trying to come in, pick it off this planetary, and he does pick it off, and that's going to help Sexy so much. He was very far behind, but now he's up in points. Nice pickup from SeexySauce. At least the dive kept them busy long enough to where bottom left did not finish top left. And really going to help top right in a big way. And look at this. Oh my god, I hate seeing this. I'm not saying that Adolph is bad or anything, but come on, guy. You got to micro your defense matrix just a little bit. Look, now you don't have defense matrix. I'm just saying. Guys, I'm just saying. If you agree or not, I mean, proof's in pudding. Right there, I've seen it firsthand. Getting wrecked. And Grayson, oh my gosh, he could go for a cybernetics core pickoff. Is there an anti-unit tower? No, there's not. And he's actually doing a lot of damage. 2,000, 12, 6, and down it goes. Good pick off those beetles, so strong. With 6 armor, able to take a lot. 405 hit points. Armor beetles forever. 12 attack. Look at this. It's taking forever for the destroyers to pick it off. And you know what? I like that because Ice is kind of the damage dealer right now, and Grayson decided to be pretty much the cannon fodder, and that's great. That's going to make for a very good team indeed. It seems like Hotsauce and SeexySauce both being big damage dealers, 8 attack each. These destroyers, though, with 3 armor, that's going to really help, and he's wrecking these Goliaths. But the BCs are doing a lot of damage. Might need to do some crazy splits or something as the Yamato cannon comes down and picks off the rest of the hybrid destroyers. Just lost a lot there. And what? Even the snipe coming down on Hotsauce. That is going to hurt, guys. He doesn't have enough to repair. Ooh, that's going to set him back so much. And now he's going to have to rely on this dinky little bit of supply. What is he at? 90 supply? That's not enough. Ooh. Might need to attack some of these immortals down here. 7 attack, though. That's very strong. As, wait, how did he... What? Oh, did he buy it, like, beforehand? How did he get the money for it? I didn't see it, guys, but he must have been able to. Just in the nick of time. And, maybe he was buying it knowing that it would be killed, and he was trying to deny it, but it just wasn't quick enough. I don't know, because I didn't see him purchase it. Maybe you guys picked it up, and if you did, let me know in the comment section. Shoot me a whisper. Be like, yeah, Ragey, we saw that. I can't believe you didn't see it. Psh, stupid. I'm totally okay with that, guys. Go for it. And the blink out actually... Oh, no. Poor AdolphCaesar. Got kind of some of that fire in that, and that was not good. Hotsauce deciding to get an observer, and you know what? That's the right thing to do. Right thing to do indeed, because you know what? He's got to be careful of getting sniped. Grayson going crazy with the beetle snipes. I love it. Love, love, love it. And you know, beetles are kind of underrated, guys. We don't see it in a lot of scrim matchups because people are going to scan like crazy in scrims. They're going to get observers. It's way different than in a pub game. I mean, typically in pubs, they don't get the detection. They usually run out of energy, and they don't even bother with observers. And Beetle's just totally wrecking pub games. But to see it here in a scrim, this is just crazy. And SeexySauce, ooh, oh no! That was assassin blinking if I ever saw it. He's going to lose a lot of supply here. AdolphCaesar getting the good surround on the bottom units. And kind of trapping him right now. And look at this, SeexySauce is just going all in. Look at it, he's even going to go for a snipe. And ooh, he might be able to do it. It is at about half hit points. And it's going down 2,600. Nope. Able to pick off the rest of the units, and SeexySauce just deciding to attack the Beetles. I wouldn't even do that. 7 armor? No, thank you. That's 13 armor in total with those 7 armor ups. And where's that Yamato? He doesn't have enough energy. See, look. Dude, your back line is not... Okay, look. I'm going to do a zoom in. Just real quick. Did the back line even get attacked? I'm not seeing any damage. Do you guys see damage at home? Look at this. There's at least half of his supply that has no damage. You're not going to see a bar unless they're damaged, guys. So, can you stop doing that, Caesar? Can you hear me? Can you hear everybody? Testing. 1, 2. Hello? Anyone here? Anyone there? Please, micro your defense matrix. He obviously has not watched a few of the Marine Arena Masters, because I've said it before, you just got to, you have to micro it. And sometimes you see it a little bit in games, sometimes you don't. It almost seems like a desperation. It's a miss micro, if I ever call it. There we go. See, a little bit. He's just doing that to troll me, guys. I'm not even going to say it for the rest of the game, even though it's totally frustrating to see. But what isn't is the Mothership. I love Mothership. We could be seeing some Vortex go down. And if you can get a Vortex even on these battle cruisers, that could be big. Pretty sure the Vortex can get battle cruisers. Yeah, I think we can. I just haven't really seen one on a battle cruiser because usually it can Yamato cannon like crazy. And look at him try to stim out. That was funny. He didn't have to stim for anything. Medibabe coming out, though, for ice. And that's just going to make his air even that much more powerful. Look at that. 2,537 hit points. And you know what? I want to see some Corruptors come out in this game. Because I think Corruptors could deal a ton of damage to the battlecruiser, especially if that upgrade. He does have the that upgrade. It doesn't show when you have it. So I don't remember the name. It's like All for One or All for Nothing. I don't remember if it was All for Nothing or not. It's definitely called something like that. And that's the upgrade for mercenaries. It just makes them very, very powerful. Makes them very suitable for the middle game. And of course it's great for the late game, but I find that mercenaries just don't get very good in the late game. And why? Why? You're not even getting attacked. Oh my gosh, I just don't get it. But surround on ice units, actually it wasn't a very good surround. And look, now you don't have any defense matrix. That had to have been a misclick. I'm going to pretend it was a misclick, just for my own sanity's sake. And Yamato Cannon going down on AdolphCaesar. Meanwhile, it looks like these Beetles are trying to attack middle. Did they sacrifice themselves? I mean, what was that? That was weird. Grayson didn't win that at all. In fact, feeding Hotsauce, it seems. And Hotsauce could go straight into this Roachworn. Did I see it attack the Roachworn? No, it didn't attack, but that was definitely strange animation. Well, going straight for the Armory. It is down to half. 2,500, 2,100, 15, 13, 11. No, he's not going to be able to do it. But I say go full throttle and just focus it if that's what you guys decide to do. Savior coming out for Grayson and actually picked up a lot of Hotsauce's units. Down to 159. Ouch. Ouchie, ouchie. And you know what? That Armory could have went down. I want to see some Marines. Where are the Marines? Send in those Marines. Wherever they may be. 10 attack. If you started pumping the Marine upgrades, that would just make these destroyers very, very strong. And it would bring up the Void Blast at least to 45. With as cheap as Marine upgrades would be. So I say do it. I say bring them on in. We want to see them. For sure. And I just love this Mothership. I can't wait to see some Vortexes going down. Unfortunately, the Vortex didn't pick off Ice's units at all. But Ice still doing a ton of damage. How is he up 4,000? I don't even understand. His Goliaths are 8 attack. And are the BCs really that good? It almost seems like they're a little bit OP. How did he pick up that money? As he didn't use the save, it was actually Grayson that used it. Beats me, guys. I just don't know. But Hotsauce, oh, he might overextend himself. Don't focus the BCs, just don't do it. You know what, you could do so much damage to these Goliaths, you counter the Goliaths, so stop focusing the BCs, buddy. You're just losing your supply. You're glass cannoning in too much. 201 supply at 10-minute mark for a total of, or I'm sorry, the 40-minute mark. We're at 10 minutes that have passed. So 40 minutes in Grayson could be gearing up. I think he could go over here. But look at this. The observer just checking. Scan does come down from Grayson, I believe, just to see he does see that observer. So he should know that these beetles are getting watched right now. Scan comes down for SeexySauce, blinks in, tries to pick up the beetles. Really doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Like, are you kidding me? But, whoa, great blink out. The Yamato cannon getting only one. Look at this. He only picked off one of these Lancers. And is it still twitching? That's kind of creepy, actually. I never really noticed that, you know, twitched like that before. But whoa, the Yamato cannon picking off the observer. Down it goes. And that's just bringing up Ice's score even more. Really, like really, does Ice need more money at this point? Oh my gosh, 16,464. Oh boy, could see a vortex coming down on the units, and there it comes. Like, I'm seriously baffled that Ice is just getting so much money. Oh my gosh, Hotsauce coming in with the surround. He actually picks off a lot of Ice's units, but here we go. They do pop out, and he could just decide to go straight into the army. Grayson switching it up to Lancers. Wait, what? No, I want to see those beetles. Those beetles were great. Why the tech switch to Lancers? That is just, I don't think so. Strange indeed, guys. Lancers, of all things, like, it's just trolling at this point. And it almost seems like he's just laughing at Sexy. He's like, yeah, I can get just as strong Lancers as you. But they're definitely not quite as strong. I mean, look at those Sexys, I believe, are just that much better. He doesn't have the armor, though. He definitely doesn't have 8 armor ups. But he does have stronger attack. He does have higher hit points. And at the moment, I think he has a bigger supply. Yes, he does. Grayson's stuck at only 186 supply. And you know what? I think that these Lancers might just get rolled here. I just don't know. SeexySauce, though, with the big surround on Ice. Even Hotsauce getting the surround. And look at this. Joining in the fun is AdolphCaesar and AeReN. And they needed to do something. They were getting starting to get really far behind AdolphCaesar with a really big build-up right here. How many units does he have? He has 387 supply. I thought it was bigger than that. AeReN was 600. And Yamato, boom! It actually goes down on Caesar's units and took out quite a bit of supply. He's getting it back up, though, 357. And Ice getting another Medibabe. Big blink in, though, by AeReN, but I don't think he's going to be able to get it. Nope, he won't be able to get it this time. And Ice still getting the money. This is nuts. 17,889. I'm going to take another drink real quick. Be right back. Alright. So, big blinking. He could focus the battle cruiser, and oh no, he focused it too much. He's going to need to go right after those Goliaths. And blinking out at the last minute as Grayson blinks in with his units to try to block the damage. SeexySauce blinking in to do damage to AeReN. AeReN going to blink out, losing just a few. I mean, I don't think he lost anything. 1 or 2 at the most? No, I didn't even see anything lost. So it's very close for AeReN. Still keeping his supply fairly high. Well, no, he was at 600. This just looks like a lot of supply. How is this only 360? That's not very much supply at all. In fact, Caesar with the higher supply. Even though his army doesn't look quite as big. It must be this mothership making it seem scarier than it is. And the heal goes on the battle cruiser. You know, I'm just waiting for these teams to GG because Ice is just going nuts right now. How are they even going to come back from this? Those battle cruisers are scary. 55 damage is so fast. Look at that weapon speed. I think that's faster than even Stim Marines. That is nuts. 0.09 attack speed. At 60 damage boosted. He's doing 70 plus. Whew, that's a lot of attacks too. 70 plus really adds up. This battlecruiser's so devastating. Yamato cannon going down on AeReN's units. 2, actually the second one connects and deals massive damage. And top right, what is top right going to do? They seem to be kind of stuck at the score, 11,700 53. And really, I mean, just Grayson and Ice taking control. I still do not agree with the Lancers. I wanted the Beatles, but, you know, I guess the Beatles had their day. Same with the original Beatles. The musicians, they had their day too. Great music, but unfortunately not around anymore, really. So I guess they're just like the Beatles here in Marina Arena. And that's unfortunate. Because I personally felt that those Beatles were all a Ringo Starr. Like, loved him. Loved him, loved him. Was it Ringo that was the famous one? I don't really know. I think Ringo was the famous one, but no, actually, he might have been the one that, I think he was the one that was killed. You guys are gonna yell at me at my lore. I don't even care. I don't even care, guys. Go nuts, go crazy. I'm having fun. Vortex going down on Ice. Didn't even pick up anything. I think maybe Adolph might have picked up his own units more so than Grayson. And no, he picked it was only about 5 to AdolphCaesar's 1. Another Vortex going down on top, and that actually was really big. Picked up a lot of Hotsauce's units, putting them in submission pretty much, unable to use it. And you know what? That Vortex animation looks sick. And the BCs are stuck. They can't move. Not going to be picked off today, though. SeexySauce with the high ground advantage. Is Grayson going to be able to break this? I mean, technically, he does have more money. And, oh my gosh, the blinking is just so crazy right now. But Grayson finally deciding to back up. I think Grayson, though, is just tanking way too much. And what was this? The mothership flew right into the base. And, wait, who? Whose mothership was that? Was that Ice's mothership? I didn't even see it announced. Did he get a mothership? That was interesting, because I swear I saw AeReN. Was it? I don't know. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't see that happen. All I see right now is... oh my gosh. I see a mothership come out for AdolphCaesar. I see a mothership go for AdolphCaesar. And bottom right could just be completely snuffed out at this point. I don't expect to see them recover, not against double score with Ice. And yep, AdolphCaesar just saying, you know what? Forget it. I'm out. Had enough. And these BCs are nuts. 10 attack. Oh my gosh, that's like 80 damage. It's close to it. I mean, it's 77.75 damage. And that's scary. Oh my gosh. 10 attack Goliaths. They're still countered, though, by Hotsauce with the 13 attack destroyers. He's just not able to keep up the supply. And what, even going Reaper? Why did he go Reaper? I don't know. I don't care. I want to see the flashbang come out. I don't even care at this point. This game, whatever. If I had letters and papers to throw, I'd just chuck them across the room. Because this is crazy deciding to go Reaper. Why not? Let's get 3 Reapers, 2 BCs, a Medivac. You know, why don't we throw some Corruptors in there? Maybe get, you know what, you should get a mothership yourself. Yep, that's what I think. Why not get a mothership, get 3 Vikings, call it a day. You know what, throw some ghosts in there, I don't even care. Oh my gosh. His supply is 667, he could definitely buy way more, he just needs to make that money. And you know what, at least we're going to see some flashbangs if he can sustain the good micro. This is a lot to micro. I can only imagine the command groups. I think Ice is just going, you know what, let me just show you exactly how good I am with the micro. And Hotsauce saying, yeah, okay guys. I think he got me. I think that's what he's saying. Although there wasn't an ellipses. Nope, there he goes. The GG, and Ice saying, you know what, I lost. I don't think I can do it. Oh no, there he goes. He's explaining he really did lose, like, he's serious, 9k worth of elites. So, I mean, technically you could say that the army that he has is, I mean, the 20,000 is not what you guys would think it would be. Technically, he's probably at about 15,000 because I don't think he lost 9,000. He lost maybe about 5,000 worth of elites. If that. I mean, that's kind of high. But, so he could technically be at 15,000 points, but still, that's a lot. That's still overpowering Hotsauce and AeReN. Plus, he has the supply with 2 battle cruisers, 3 reapers, and AeReN saying, you know what, I tried. And I think he did. That was, I mean, earlier, really good early game, AeReN. Lots of snipes. And the Yamato cannon coming down on AdolphCaesar. Ooh, he could have overextended himself a little bit, and there he goes. A battle cruiser does go down. And that was really good for Hotsauce. But is it going to be enough? 13,466. Grayson just going crazy on SeexySauce. Look at the Lancers. I can't even tell who is winning right now. I have to look at the supply. 231 for SeexySauce. Grayson at 204. And oh my gosh, this is down to the wire. 200 to 180. It looks like SeexySauce is slightly winning, but only by a little bit. And Grayson saying you fed me. I mean, I don't even know. I think the... Oh, did he have an overall supply? Maybe he did. But SeexySauce saying, no, you did. You fed me. And you know what? The points don't lie. I think Grayson did get slightly more fed. I'm going to say slightly. It's too bad you can't even see like a little counter to show you how much people made from those engagements. But there's no way that could be implemented, I don't think. Jocelyn, if you're listening, maybe that could be something. Keep it in the works for Hots. And AdolphCaesar CC was destroyed. So your first team, it was very even. To be honest, I think Seexy did slightly more, keeping a higher supply in the end. But like, seriously, one stalker. Nothing significant. Like it was that even. Grayson saying, you know what? You're bad with Lancers. SeexySauce saying, hey, you're worse. And really, I mean, 11 attack, 4 armor, 200 hit points to 180, 168 hit points, but 9 armor, 6 attack. I mean, I don't know. I think the Lancers for SeexySauce are a little bit more scary, despite Grayson having... Okay, so Grayson has 14, right? But let's put it in perspective. He spent a lot of money getting the Beetles out. He spent a lot of money getting the upgrades for the Beetles, then switching to Lancers. So really his supply is just like Ice. I mean, it looks like they have high supply, but they kind of don't, or not high supply, high points. But like I said, they kind of don't. It's not a factual number, guys. That's probably around 12,000-ish. So really, I think SeexySauce is technically in the lead because he didn't spend that money getting the upgrades in it really, or I'm sorry, spending it on tech switches, and it's really showing. 11 attack, 4 armor. I mean, I guess if you can get his armor up to 900, or 900, oh my gosh, 9, similar to Grayson. I mean, maybe. I think SeexySauce's Lancers are just a little bit more scary. It's going to be really scary if he's able to blink in and do some damage to Ice. In fact, you know, I think these Destroyers are very scary too. 14 attack. Anything can happen, guys. I mean, honestly, though, 11 attack, 7... Oh my gosh, 575 hit points. With the Battle Cruisers, he might not be able to get through Ice, but he could do a lot of damage to Grayson. And here we go. Hotsauce trying to do something, but ouch! He was flashbanged. And there we go. Those Reapers doing their job. Actually, really great micro. That was instant, I feel. So Ice, unbelievable. Very, very, very quick micro. I wish I could zoom out even just a little bit more. Actually, this is a really good distance. I like it. In fact, just taking a second, Jocelyn, you did really great with the pings. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I think I said it before. But I'm just going to say it again. I love the pings. Anti-unit tower coming out for SeexySauce. And another anti-unit tower. So they have 2 anti-unit towers. Could see a force field. Could see a Yamato cannon coming out. And charging up. There we go. There is a Yamato cannon. It did only kill, I think, like 1 Goliath. But Yamato cannon in response from the battle cruiser, killing 1 destroyer. So it's pretty much just kill 1 unit day. Here in Marine Arena Land. And getting a little tongue-tied there. Almost losing a Reaper. That was really close. Oh my gosh, how many hit points did that Reaper have? 6. And that was probably with a little bit of regen, I would assume, unless it was really like 6 HP. Close. That was really close. Very, very, very close. And Ice and Grayson are pretty much just kind of keeping a very light contained. There is still a Savior, though. I mean, anything can happen, guys. Anything can happen with this Savior. In fact, Ice is... Okay, so the Savior kind of goes to this line. Do you see this guy? This guy right here? This line? Right there. This little line is kind of the last spot that a Infestor will attack. That's quite a distance to shoot. I think it is pretty much right here. It's kind of in between these two squares. Sometimes maybe it even overextends. I don't know. I would have to see a game to see exactly how far that thing can shoot, like right down to the last second. Here, I think anything past this line is just going to be lucky. And looking at the supply tabs, that was actually a really big battle. SeexySauce hurting 400, and ooh, Hotsauce even worse, 288. Grayson able to keep a max supply, and Ice with a huge supply too. And I think this is pretty much over. Yeah, I think Ice is just doing too well. So stay tuned, guys. We could be seeing the end for top right. Grayson and Ice could be your winners today. I think they have it, though. I don't know how they're going to be able to get out of it. And look at this, even taking all the Xel'Naga towers, I think. Yes, they do. They have full Xel'Naga towers. And you know what? Top right is just playing out to the end. They are like a jackal backed up into a corner, but as you know, jackals can be very dangerous when backed. So who knows? We could see something crazy with this Infestor. And maybe they can go all out and just be able to rush bottom left somehow. I really think going Marines would have been great, because look at this. Nobody's in the base. Should have got Marines a little bit earlier, because then you could have dropped and perhaps done something. This is insane. There is nothing at home. There is at least one Savior, though. So if they could have somehow got that second Savior used, Marine drops would be incredible. Even now, Marine drops still could be incredible, because there's literally nothing at the base. Look at this. Nothing. You can take out the Cybernetics core and easily take out the command center. Oh my gosh. So easy. So easy. And Grayson's saying that bait. And I think he has been canceling the Yamato cannon. I've seen it. Yeah, he is canceling it for sure. Yep. I think he is. Yeah, he keeps charging it and canceling it. So I think you just need to click on it, perhaps. And nope, he didn't cancel it that time. Oh, he didn't cancel it right there either. So I thought maybe we were going to see more cancels. Nope, decided to use it. And there we go, Hotsauce leaving the game. SeexySauce, is he going to stay though? Maybe just to use that last little thing. And Grayson with the BM. Oh my gosh. I give you permission to leave. And SeexySauce trolling has left the game. There we go. Sexy has left the game! Exclamation mark! But no, he's still there. The trollings, the trollings. Such BM, so BM. I'm just gonna say it all day. Such BM. And wow, these Lancers are just going down. BC's epically strong. Oof. And AeReN's saying, no, you can't actually cancel the Yamatos. Don't know if that's true. How is the BC still alive? Are you kidding me? 30 hit points. That is just insane. And so, yeah, there we go. SeexySauce just blinked the whole army in. And you know what? I don't think he should even leave. Whoa! Hotsauce able to kill the battlecruiser finally. But the big blinking from Grayson, and I really hope that they rush the base. And no, he did use the save. When was that save used? I didn't see it announced. Oh, that's super sad. Yes, a siege breaker. I didn't even mention that on my list of mercs to get, but here we go. We see the siege breaker. Why not, guys? Let's get a siege breaker. Get 2 of them. Look at this. He's not even sieging. He's going in, and it's almost like he armor capped the Lancers. How is that even possible with the tank? 12 armor plus 2.8. Big blink in from Grayson, and there we go. SeexySauce is out. He says, you know what? Forget it. I'm done. And they are indeed. Top right, your third team. Look at the SD coming out. Your third team to be eliminated here. Hotsauce and SeexySauce. So you know what that means, guys. Your winners are going to be popping up on the screen in any moment. Here we go. Oh, where's the pop-up? There we go. Victory to LOL's ImNotGrayson and Ice. Congratulations, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I am Ragey Poo, reminding you to set your opponents to easy mode. Take care. See you next time.